So again, that's to connect from changing from a percent to a decimal. We're moving it 2 spots. Again, that's because percent is based on 100. So if we had 130%, all right, we're still moving it 2 spots. Okay, 1.3 would be the decimal there. All right, if we had 0.4%, still moving it 2 spots. All right, so it'd be 0.004. All right, changing it to a decimal. All right, always just move it 2 spots. All right, no matter what it is, we're going to move it 2 spots. If we had like 1/3%, right? So that's, that's a decimal. Okay, so if we change that to a decimal, that'd be 0.3 repeating. Okay, 1/3 would be, but then if we moved it 2 spots, okay, so this would be 0.3 repeating percent. All right, but if we moved it 2 spots, 0.003 repeating as a decimal. Okay, so yeah, we want to make sure that we're just moving it 2 spots. I mean, that's pretty much all we got to do to change it from a percent to a decimal, and then from a percent to a fraction, we're just writing it over the top. Okay, all right. Hang on for just a second. I want to look at something here. Okay, so in 6.2, we're just going the opposite way, right? Now we're going to change from a decimal to a percent. All right, so if I have a decimal, say 0.25, and I want to change that to a percent, I'm still going to move the decimal, and I'm still going to move it twice. But now I'm going to move it in the opposite direction. So it becomes 25%. Okay? Doesn't matter where we're still moving it 2 times, we're just going in a different direction. All right, so if we've got 0.45, right? 1, 2, based on 100, moving it 2 spots, 45%. Okay? Even if we have 300 and say 3.60, right, as a decimal, we're still going to move it twice, and that's 360%. Okay? Same thing, 0.1, okay, twice. It doesn't matter, you're always going to move that thing twice. So 0.001, 1, 2, it was right here. Ooh, I think I moved it in the, did I move it in the wrong spot? I think I moved it wrong. Hang on, let me get try that again here. 1, 2. So I got 0.001. Should be another 0 there because that would move it twice right there. And it'd be 0.1. So that's where it should be. Okay, percent. How come it's making it? I must be moving it in the wrong way, guys. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad. I'm making it smaller. Holy moly, what's wrong with me today here? So that was going to be 10%. Okay? 10%. If we have this is what I'm trying to get. That's what I'm trying to get. What's that as a percent? Okay? 1, 2, 0.1%. That's what I was trying to get and thinking about, but it didn't happen. Okay, so that's, I mean, it's all based on moving things, around. And they might do some like timesing by 100 or dividing by 100 or that kind of thing, but you don't have to do that. You're just moving the decimal. Okay, it's all based on 100, just moving the decimal. What was the other thing on here? Let's see. I don't know why it just keeps messing up on me here. Fractions and decimals. Let's see, converting a decimal. I think it's converting a fraction to a percent. Yeah, so a fraction to a percent, that's just dividing, right? So if you've got 20 divided by 70, I think it did one like this. Take your calculator, take 20 divided by 70. Okay, let's see. Let me go snag a calculator here. $28.5. So that'd be 28.5%. Okay. And I rounded it, right? I mean, it's going to go, 7's a nasty denominator. Let's see. Let's go with 45 over 60. This will give us a little better. And you can reduce it, but really you're just dividing anyway, so there's no reason to reduce it. Okay, and I'm moving the decimal too, right? Because this is equal to 0.75, okay? But then I'm moving the decimal, all right? Because I'm changing it to a decimal and then to a percent, okay? Like this one was 0.2847 something or other, and I moved it twice and rounded, all right? So just to make that clear, okay, if I got 30, okay, over, say, 22, and I want to change that, all right, so I'm going to go 30 divided by 22 equals 1.363636, 1.36 repeating, but I'm going to move my decimal twice, right, so that'd be 136.36 repeating percent, all right. So, yeah, I'm so used to doing that. I mean, you get it to a percent, and then you move it twice, and boom, boom, you're done. Okay. Man, I don't know if there's going to be many other problems that are going to be anything different than that. But let me just take a quick look here, and we'll see. The only other one they bring up is they have, well, what if you've got 2/3, okay? And you want to, sorry guys, say you got 2/3 and you want to convert that to a percent, okay? Well, that's 0.6 repeating, okay? So then if you moved it twice, you'd have 66.6 repeating percent, but that's the same as 66 2/3% because 0.6 repeating is 2/3. So you just kind of gotta, those 2/3 and 1/3 are things that you kind of know are going to be your repeating decimals, and that makes it a little bit easier. Okay, if you just know those things, you don't have to worry about, because they multiply by 100 and change it to an improper and then change it back. You don't need to do any of that stuff if you just know that 2/3 is what it is. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much all there is to this. Yeah, thanks for hanging in there with me, and I'll get back to you next Monday. If you have questions, though, you can ask me, and I'll help you. All right, take care.